How's it going, Knights of the Round Table? My name is Knight Gamer Rex, and welcome to an indie game called Callie's Trials. So, what is this game? It is a roguelite shooter where you are this little girl, and apparently, like, our parents have gone missing or something like that, and now we're trying to basically, like, find them throughout all these different dungeons. And we have to fight bosses and stuff like that. So, this game was sent to me through an email from the developers themselves. They sent me a game key for the game for free for the deluxe version, which also comes with the soundtrack, which is very, very nice of them. Thank you so much. I have already recorded this video once, whenever I was first starting the game. And up in the top left-hand corner, you can see that I'm level 9 right now, and that little yellow, little yellow bar, but that long yellow bar is my experience to my next level. I just need to kill one more enemy and I level up to 10, and I kept it that way so that way I can show you what leveling up looks like. And my initial thoughts on the game were not positive. Okay, let's be frank about this. I didn't like the game at the start because there's a little bug about the game where the only way to use the gamepad is you have to go into the options menu using the keyboard, and then go over to gamepad to activate gamepad. And I think that's pretty stupid, because like my initial review was using my mouse or my keyboard, and I don't like platformers. Okay, I hate platformers. That's why you don't see them on the channel. I think the last platformer I played on the channel was a game called Pack Rat, and that was a rage game. But now the controller is working. I was very harsh in my initial review, saying that I didn't like the game simply because they lied about controller support. There is controller support, I'm using it right now. And I just had to figure things out. So this is my review after 2 hours of play. I probably should start doing this more often for whenever a developer wants me to review their game. I should probably play the game for a little while first and then make a review video, instead of making a first impressions video. I still don't like the game on how it uses a locked 30 frames a second. Oh, look at that, my gun is going through the door. That's a little bug. And there are also a variety of different things that I want to show you that's also broken about the game. As you can see up in the top of the screen, it says that I have 156,981 coins. Well, you spend those coins in the shop. And so far I have unlocked lesser enemy health, triple jump, sword upgrade 1, and I can't remember what else. Oh, and coin multiplier 1 and 2. So instead of coins being only like giving me 1 coin, it would give me 2, and then the next one that I upgraded it to, instead of 1 coin giving me 1 coin, it gives me 5. So I can get money pretty quickly. So now let's go to the next page and upgrade, because I want to buy the energy wave. I think that would be pretty cool. And so I just spent 150,000 on that. Well, that's fine. You know, it's not a big problem. These doors are to the different dungeons. I can unlock these doors as shortcuts to different dungeons. So I'm just gonna go show you guys what the dungeons look like, and I'm gonna pretty much just talk through whenever I'm running through it. So this game is a roguelite. Yep, there I go, I leveled up. Okay, now I'm level 10. That's what leveling up looks like. It isn't too special. I don't really know what it does. Yep, now my sword is stupid OP. Because the sword causes most enemies to stagger. Now I can hit enemies through walls. So I'm pretty OP right now. And you can shoot and use your weapon at the same time. The reason I bought this is for later on against turrets. Turrets are turrets are annoying. Let's be frank about this. Turrets are rather annoying. They're probably the most annoying enemy in the game. But, you know, that's... They're in the game for a reason. I get it. You know, they're an obstacle that you have to get across. And throughout the game, you get different weapons. And you start the game out with a pistol, which is this one here, which you can spam really, really quickly, or you can hold down the button and it just shoots very slowly. Most of the time, whenever I was playing the game during the start, I was holding the controller like this and moving around. Because whenever I would spam the button, I would just go like this instead of like using my thumb. So, you know, it's kind of weird, but it was working. The same thing with the shotgun, you can spam the shotgun. But since I got the assault rifle, it's my most used weapon right now. And I was exploiting a little grinding spot I found to be able to level it up faster, and also to gain infinite money. Like, that's the reason why I had so much money, was because I found a little grind spot where I could get infinite of everything. And starting the game out, you're not gonna be this overpowered. I am pretty powerful right now. I'm not even as powerful as I could be. And that spider has always been annoying. But now that I have all these superpowers, it's not a problem. Anyway, this game is developed by a small indie development team. And they also have another game on Steam called Callie's Caves 3. Defeat 500 enemies, thank you. Achievement unlocked. And where are the other two Callie's Caves? Well, they are obviously not on Steam. And shit. Okay, water is also lava. Like, a part of the story is you haven't had swimming lessons yet, so you know, that's pretty funny to me. But you lose all of your health, no matter how many hearts you had, if you fall to your death into water. And I've never been able to get up there. With the, chests, I don't know how to. Alright. Okay, so in my initial review, this is pretty much as far as I got. I, pretty much quit about here because I was already getting kind of bored and upset with the game because of its horrible controls that it has for the keyboard. I will still admit, to this day, like, whenever I played this last night, the keyboard controls are horrendous, okay? And I also unlocked dodge, that's right, chance to dodge. Okay, here's the little grind spot. Okay, so you enter this door, you can kill this dude, get the coins and experience, and then you can jump up here, get 3,500, go through the door, go back, and everything respawns. And then you can just keep doing this over and over and over. And like infinite money and infinite weapon experience and player experience. And because that's a kind of tougher enemy to actually kill, it levels up your weapon even faster. So devs, if you're watching this system where if you go through a door then go back, that kind of needs to get fixed. It's like, that makes it to where I can just do this over and over, have infinite money, and infinite weapon experience and player experience. And what I should have showed you is... The fuck? Why did the game close out? Okay, well that was weird. The game just like closed itself for some reason. But there's something you can do in the hub where you can purchase a thing for one run only, so if you die, it resets. You can get double player experience and double currency earned. So instead of getting just 3,500 from the ones up here, I would get 7,000. So, you know, that's kind of broke. And so, for the most part, I've just been sitting here. And chests, in my opinion, are fucking useless if I can just abuse that little spot over and over. And there's another spot over here that I'm gonna show you. Damn it. Okay, so he shoots projectiles, right? And so you can destroy any projectile with your sword. Okay, so this area here, you can die very, very easily. But if you make it through it, you're really, really rewarded. Shit. Yep. You're rewarded because there's like chests everywhere in this area. Okay. I ain't doing that part again. But I would definitely recommend if you do decide to buy this game, it's $7. And okay, sorry, I was focusing. And if you do decide to buy this game, it is kind of expensive, I think, for what it is. The game, it has bare minimum story, almost no story whatsoever, and it has just grindy type gameplay, and I hate grindy type gameplay games, and I hate platformers to begin with. So obviously, this game is really, really not for me. Now, keep in mind that before playing this, and before being a YouTuber even, I played a game called Cave Story. If you are unfamiliar with what Cave Story is, then you need to really check out Cave Story. It is one of my all-time favorite games. And it really deserves recognition. So, if you're wanting to play this game, I would probably check out Cave Story first, to be honest. Cave Story is far more fleshed out and more of a completed game. Okay, let's level up our pistol a little bit. But it's just far more of a fleshed out game. It has a story, it has the same kind of weapon leveling up system, it has the sort of same like player level up system where you get more hearts. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's kind of like, why would you want to play a grindy game like this whenever you can play Cave Story, and Cave Story is completely free? Now keep in mind that the version on Steam is not free, but also that's with like HD textures and shit. The version I'm talking about is like the original Cave Story, where it was really pixelated and in a 4:3 resolution, things like that. So it begs the question to the developers of this game. Why should I continue to play this game? This game doesn't have enough to intrigue me enough. I know it has like boss battles and stuff, but it's just confusing as to why I should play this whenever all this game is really is grinding and permadeath, and whereas Cave Story is kind of the same thing. It's a platformer shooter where you level up your weapons and your character and gain money and experience and all that sort of stuff. But it actually has like a story and stuff, and it's actually compelling. Like, I made this point in the last video I tried to make of this. And even 2 hours in, I'm still saying the same thing. It's like, why should I continue to play this whenever I could just play Cave Story? But again, I'm not too fond of platformers to begin with. I'm not too fond of grindy games. So, you know, putting a grindy game mixed with a platformer, you know, that's a death sentence for my review. You know what I'm saying? It's just pretty much asking for you to make me hate it. I mean, do I hate it? No. This game is... Okay, is there another, like... Oh, that's right, there's a spike weapon you can get that lets you, jump on it. But, it's just basically like... Either play a free game with a fleshed out story and far better gameplay, or play a indie game that costs money, has bugs here and there, can be exploited, and has permadeath. Which one would you choose? The story one or the one with permadeath? Which one interests you more? Ooh, I thought I was dead. But as it is, probably after this review of your game, I probably won't ever play it again, and that's just a personal preference. That's just something that it's inevitable. Oh, look at that background, that's neat. But it's like, why should I play this? Why? It doesn't have enough to interest me for a $7 price tag. Maybe a $5 price tag, that would be pretty good. It would be the same price as Callie's Caves 3. So, okay, this one I need the assault rifle. Because this boss is pretty beefy. Actually, you know what? If I use the pistol, I should be able to level it up here. Okay, I'm gonna spam it. See how fast I can level it up. Because at level 7, it gets a new form. Yep. It doesn't look that much different. Damage increased, shoots 2 bullets and less recoil. Okay, that's pretty good. So now this weapon is more powerful than the assault rifle. And there you go, there you have it, that's a boss. And then whenever you beat a boss, it just leads to the next level. And in the next level, you pretty much just do the exact same thing that you were doing in the previous level. You know, grinding. Trying to find as much of the money as you can, as well as trying to stay alive for as long as you can. Oh, there's a chesty. Come here. There we go. And we leveled up again. So you don't have to use your gun to kill most of these guys. You can just jump up here with your sword and just kill them that way. And I like how I'm dodging some of these attacks, it's funny. But I would say that some of these enemies are still kinda too beefy. I would say that they kinda need to have like a health reduction even more. How the fuck are you hitting me from there? What the fuck? Okay, that's another bug. What is he doing? Yeah, even if I hit him. Oh, that set him free. Hey, dude. Yeah, the sword with the energy wave thing, that's kind of OP, I would say. Ooh, the dodge. And bats can also be problematic. I would say the bats are probably my least favorite enemy because they're just kind of trolls. and they can get you really easily. Like, the game, when you first start, it's very hard, I must say. This game is pretty difficult. It's no easy game, okay? So if you're wanting to go into this game thinking it's gonna be this easy throughout the entire game, then you're sadly mistaken. But my review of this game, is it good? Yes. Is it for me? No. It simply doesn't hold enough merit or content. See, I'm destroying the turret's projectiles. The reason I bought this energy wave is so I can kill the turret a lot easier. See there? See how easy that was? When did I switch over to the shotgun? Ooh. Can I jump over him? Yes, I can. Ooh, that's sexy. Try and level up the shotgun real quick. There we go. Oh, I can't get over this one. There we go. I'd say the assault rifle is the most powerful weapon. It deals out a whole shit ton of damage, and I can just hold down the button and it shoots really fast. Now I don't have to worry about it. Okay, I died. And I lost 309 coins. Alright, well there you have it, everybody. This was Callie's Trials, and let me go and show you about the shortcut system really quickly. No. Shortcut to Zone 2, buy it. Okay, so now we can just instantly go to Zone 2 without having to worry about it by going through this door. So, you know, the game... Okay, buy weapon upgrade and another weapon upgrade. And reduce enemy HP. So now we have a lightsaber that does a whole fuck ton of damage. We have a shortcut here, and all we have to do is just go backwards. And if you go backwards, you can fight Mama Bear from behind, and she can't hurt you. So that's also another bug. It's like anytime the player is allowed to go back through a door, everything in that previous area respawns. And if everything respawns like that, then you can just abuse bosses and grind points for currency, things like that. And like trying to get through like some of these areas is just kind of pointless if you're just gonna be grinding the entire game anyway. I mean, yeah, you can go to the next areas for new weapons and stuff, because there are multiple weapons, or quite a bit of weapons in the game. Like, there's a bow, there's, like, this spear launcher thing, which are cool, and then there's also, like, this ice gun. You know, all these things are cool, and, like, the weapon level max cap is 10, and I already have most of my weapons to level 8. And I'm still just in the second area. So I'm kind of bamf right now. I'm really I have a lot of power right now, and I'm just still in the second area. So that gives you an idea as to how grindy this game is, and how much grinding you have to do in this game. Did I enjoy my time with the game? Yeah, sure. Let's just go with that. You know, it's not very professional saying yeah, sure, but, you know, as I said before, I don't like platformers and I don't like grindy games. They're boring. they're just flat out boring and repetitive. And I hate repetition in video games. I don't like it. You know, it shows poor game design, and You know, they expect the player to just oversee how repetitive the game is and saying, oh, all these new enemies are new content, whenever those enemies are either just like reskins of old enemies or just a different color. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it, everybody. That was Callie's Trials. This was my official review for about 3 hours in to the game now. I think it's a game for some people, not for me. Definitely not for me. Do I hate the game? No. The game, however, does have its problems, which was shown in this video, showing that enemies can bug out, you can abuse certain points to get unlimited currency. You can abuse bosses because you can just go back through the door that you beat them in. So what I would recommend would be to, whenever you enter the second area after defeating Mama Bear, is remove the door that leads back to her den. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go back. You know, that would make it even more of a roguelike than it was before. And the problem with the controls. The keyboard controls are shit. You can rebind them, however, which is good. And graphics options can go to 1080, full screen, or windowed. That's kind of bare minimum. And the only other bad thing I can say about this game is frame rate. 30 frames a second on PC is unacceptable. I believe, and I completely understand if this is true, is that the frame rate is capped at 30 because the animations too for each and every character and sprite is also capped at 30. And if you would bump it up to 60, then those animations would be doubled in speed and it would look really stupid. Yeah, I understand that. I completely understand that. But if you are a developer and you developed a game that costs money, then you should also take the time to have an engine or manipulate the engine to make it where sprites run in 30 frames a second, but the game runs in 60 to where it's like animations are then smoothed out, but keep their speed. You know, that can be worked out. That can happen for most engines. There you have it, everybody. That was Callie's Trials. For $7 or your regional equivalent, the game came out only a few days ago. It's definitely not for me. I would much rather play Cave Story. Especially because it's free and it has an actual eligible story that I know what's going on. I don't know really what the story of this game is. It just kind of slaps you in here and gives you bits and pieces, but you know, that's kind of stupid. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you again, devs, for sending me the free game key. It was very much appreciated. I spent a bit of time in your game, but it's just not for me. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to hit the like button and also subscribe to become a Knight of the Round Table today. And also tell your friends about me so the channel can grow. And as always, I will see you guys later. Okay, so his bullets protect him. I just need to take my time.